Hi Erica, I wanted to give you a quick tour of the electrical plan that I just was working on for you and Joe to review. Basically, the outlet locations and the switch locations are what we're looking at. I was going to fly you through the model so you can kind of see what that looks like with the different spaces, and also just tell you what my thoughts were behind it. I'll also send you a PDF so you can mark it up and send it back to me if there's any changes you guys would like. So let's first fly over here to bedroom. I wanted to show you what I was thinking here. I just wanted to note, I was going to note something here, but I forgot. Let me jump back to the model. Totally blanked on what I was going to tell you. So basically I have outlets located behind each of the nightstands. Oh, I just remembered what I was going to tell you. By code, we need an electrical outlet on each wall. So that explains maybe some of the locations. So basically these are your outlets for your desks. This one, is kind of in the middle of the wall over here, and this one are required by code, so you might plug a vacuum cleaner in there, or something that needs access to. Some of these always seem like you don't really need them or want them, but we need them by code, basically. So each wall needs an outlet. So okay, so let's jump into this view. So basically behind each nightstand, I'm giving you an outlet so you can plug in a lamp, a clock, a phone charger, and whatnot. And these on the side of the bed that you can see, we need, again, by code. So my thought is putting them here, that if something needs to be, set here and plugged in, or a vacuum cleaner plugged in, or a floor cleaner or something, that it's a spot you can plug something in that's not behind a piece of furniture. So you don't have to climb behind here just to plug in maybe a guest's cell phone or kid's device or something like that. But you can still set it here on the nightstand. So we got that on both sides. You've got the outlet behind the nightstand, which is like your more permanent stuff plugged in, that you don't want to have to reach behind the nightstand to plug every time. But you got to have a more handy one right here that you're going to see, the cord. So you wouldn't leave stuff plugged into this one. It's kind of the temporary plug it in and walk away, or plug it in and remove it. So we've got another one over here that's required by code. Again, maybe we'll plug in these are typically like the vacuum cleaner plugs, but you have wood for, so anyway, but we need them by code. So you got one in the hallway over here, an outlet, and this switch is for the hallway lights. I'm going to turn the lights on while we're doing this. So the switch is for this light. So this switch, as you walk in the master bedroom door, I have right in front of you when you walk in. And I looked at having it in this location, kind of to the left-hand side as you walk in the door. But with the framing, I don't think we're going to have enough space for, a couple switches. So I put two switches here. One is going to control that sconce that's above the bed that goes along the whole length of the wall, and the other switch is going to control the can lights in the rest of the room. So here's the switch for the hallway. You've got one switch for the office lights here, and you can pause this screen. This is a good screen just to press pause on, so you can see the location of all the outlets and all the switches, maybe bigger than the printout is going to be. Let's see, let's jump to, I want to jump to the outside of the house really quick and show you. So again, by code, we need lights at all the exterior doors, but that's a good thing anyway. So we have, I put two lights here that kind of flank the French doors here, and then one light on the side of the house over here, which is going to light the step and the entry to this, but also will just give you kind of a security light to light this back, and functional light to light this back area of the house for going out to use the shower at night. That's a good light for that. Let's jump around to the front of the house really quick. So at this front door, I've kind of gone back and forth. So I don't remember what you have at this, but I'm assuming it's maybe, one of these hanging lights. I actually looked at that at this door, and I really didn't like the look of it. So I didn't want to put a sconce on this wall because it just seemed a little bit too aesthetically dominant for the front of the house. So I like this sconce above the door for this this entry light on the side of the house. So that doesn't have to be what the fixture looks like. There's a lot of options there. But that's what I was thinking as far as the look of how do we light this step and how do we light this entry, the code required. And this is definitely a safety thing too. Yeah, to make sure this landing is well lit so nobody's falling off the end of the landing or off the side of it or like that. So, so anyway, I think that gives. I was going to show you really quick too, just in the office what I was thinking anyway. Turn off the turning off the furniture. So basically each wall gets an outlet, and I don't like a ton of outlets in the walls behind my desk. I tend to prefer, a couple power bars and that sort of thing. We can add one. This is a good one for Joe to look at. Do we want maybe another one over here in the corner just to give you one more outlet? I'm just going to go ahead and add that because I think you're going to want that. So I'm going to put one more outlet kind of over here on the sidewall just to give you, if there's a printer sitting on the desk in the corner over here, it just gives you one more outlet to play with, because that location of your L-shaped desk is a little bit farther from these. So, but I'm hoping in these other locations, we can hit any computers or peripherals that we have here with power bars and whatnot under the desk and some cord management. So a couple more outlets in here that are required by code on the wall. And the last thing in this room, so the switch for the porch light is going to be here. That's just the manual switch for it. This is a great one to have on a smart light. I know you guys are talking about doing some smart switches because that's a great light to have timed, and also that you can just turn off with your phone or a routine at bedtime. I like to have my outside lights on a routine that I can just switch off with a button. And anyway, this light also, the switchboard is just the manual switchboard is right here, so you can hit it when you're going in or out of the door. But again, a smart switch there. I think the exterior lights are the first ones I like to get smart switches on. So this is the switch here for your two lights on the outside of the this landing. That's the manual switchboard. Again, it'd be great if these are smart switches, so you can just turn them all on at sunset and turn them off at bedtime. And I like to have these also as dimming smart switches, because at mine anyway, I like to just turn them down to like 10%. LED light on all night is kind of just a nice. It just shows you have some light out here. And then with the smart stuff too, you might want to put some motion detectors out here. That's nice for if you walk outside, like say you come out this door and walk over here, these lights will turn on automatically with a motion detector. If they're the motion detector can be connected to your smart hub and control these if they're on smart switches. So I like a little motion, and that's a security thing too. So if anyone walks back here, these lights come on 100%. And I like these on dimmable smart switches, so I can turn them down to like 10%. So those are just notes for Joe as you guys are looking at buying smart switches for those. And we should talk about, do we put smart switches in the original specification to have the electrician install, or is that something you guys want to kind of swap out later? Let's talk about that too. All right, hope that helps. Maybe mark up the PDF that I'm going to send, or just give me a call, or just if there's simple changes like one more outlet here, you can just shoot me a little note in an email. So hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. You could pause it here and take a look at the screen for all the switches and outlets. Here's the key over here for what the symbols mean. If there's any questions on that. So let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.